many Ks do we have in the NBA right now?
So is this a trend that you replace C's with K's in names? Is that a thing? Kyrie? Well, Clay.
Well, no, Clay.
Clay and Chris should be. I mean, is Chris, Khris, the same as spelling Todd with one D or Jeff with a G? Like, are we down with this? Like that you spell Chris with a K? Because it should be with
I haven't given it much thought.
Like Chris Khris Middleton?
Yeah.
We spent days talking about Jeff with a G right here. This is a Danette topic right here.
Jeff, Goff.
Yeah.
And then Todd with one D. And then Greg with two G's is the worst of all time.
KD did an Instagram tour of New York City last night, so I feel like New York.
Manhattan or Brooklyn?
Manhattan.
That's a big difference.
All Manhattan. I know.
Shouldn't he have been walking across the Brooklyn Bridge?
Or standing directly in the
right
middle.
in the middle, and you're not quite sure.
Tugging both.
With his arms spread, like he would do the Scott Stapp with arms wide open video. And he would be right there on the Brooklyn Bridge. With arms wide open.
As a kid growing up, did anyone not like their name? Because they either got made fun of or any reason.
Yeah, Todd.
I'm perfectly fine with Todd Joseph.
He's the one who's got to change.
Yeah,
Todd is the weak link
you
of
can't
our
be
names.
happy with Todd.
Why?
You can't.
You're better than that.
Yeah, really.
Like Chad. Nobody wants.
Yeah.
You can't be happy with
No,
that.
you can't. You're...
It's not your fault.
And the Nobel Prize winner, Todd. No.
Yeah, seriously, Todd. I got all this hate mail from guys who they're saddled with the name Geoff, and they said, "Stop blaming us. We didn't name ourselves." All right, I'd like to blame your parents. Yes, Paul.
I may have mentioned this before, but I had a gym teacher. The weirdest thing of all time. We went away for 7th grade. His name is Ken, K-E-N. Ken is spelled. We came back the next year. He told us, he announced to the class, the gym class, he changed his name legally to Ken with 2 N's.
Ooh.
How much of a difference does that make in day to day?
Did everybody then call him, "Hey, Ken"?
See, that's all we did. I spent my entire 8th grade doing
Oh,
that.
okay, Ken.
We were talking about the band that continued to play as the Titanic was sinking. And I know that there were survivors. Wasn't there jewelry involved with the Titanic or
Some type of necklace situation.
yeah, something like that? I have not watched that movie all the way through.
I've seen select scenes from it, though.
Well, the only thing, it feels like every time I turn it on, Kate Winslet's naked.
Yeah, that's the scene I've seen. That's the one I saw.
Now Fritzy's in.
Yeah. He's Ryan Leaf, the former NFL quarterback. What was it like that first check that you got, signing bonus?
Well, I was angry as hell because so many taxes were taken out of it. So I called my dad and I said, I was almost crying for how much money was taken out in taxes. And he made it very clear to me. He said, son, the more money that's coming out in taxes means the more money you're getting paid. Just keep that in perspective. So, but yeah, that was really.
How much was that?
Well, they split it up. It was $11.25 million. Wow.
So you got a check for 11?
No, they split it into 3 things.
Okay.
So the first one was
You poor thing. How did you get by on $3.4 million?
$3.85 million.
Tune in to the Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience or the DP Show app.